Jinx, some sweat buckets here. Reckon I'm getting too old for this game, you know.
Nonsense! I don't doubt that Sir Solon would have crossed the signs with ease.
Oh, I don't mean to complain. Still, a drop of rain or two wouldn't go amiss around these parts, eh?
No doubt the locals would agree with you. I believe the Savalonians say that a drop of rain is more precious than a sapphire.
I suppose they don't see many of them, eh? Hey, and they're not the only ones, eh?
What's got into you all of a sudden?
Well, I was just thinking about that story Sailor Boy here telling us about when the wind died down and he was out at sea and he got stranded in the doldrums. Bet you have given a sapphire or two for a drink of water back then, eh, Landy? Hey, compared to that, I have nothing much to worry about, eh?
I suppose it is important to try and put things into perspective sometimes.
Aye, that is it, your highness. That is it. Oh my god. My accent is just getting worse. Voice acting time. Oh no. This suffering world. All that business with the sea going dooley-dallies had a whole bunch of knock-on effects, eh? Yeah, and it's not easy being a man of the sea at the best of times. I bet the water level rising has put a bunch of useful landmarks out of sight. And the tides are all messed up, as that fisherman said. I wouldn't even want to go out there.
It's not only the seas that have been affected, the whole world is suffering. We must put an end to these calamities.
Calamities? It was a calamity that brought me here, huh? I was lucky enough that you found me when you did. Not everyone's been so lucky. Our knife-losing fisherman friend for one. We need to help everyone who's been affected.
And we will. We'll do whatever we can.
Oh, even if it's a wee thing like return a lost life, every little helps. Let's keep that in mind on our travels, eh? Tonight on Cooking It with Adele. So do you cook yourself, Adele? What's your specialty?
How do I ever? I make a mean stew. Chunks of juicy meat that just fall off the bone, freshly picked mushrooms, seasonal veggies. You can't go wrong if you get the right ingredients.
You mean any way you can make it?
Ha, as if! You want to be making cuisine at my level, you need to be mastered at matching those ingredients with one another. And you also need to have your own signature twist. Mine's honey.
Honey in a stew? Does that really work?
You bet it does, but only if you know what you're doing. I should very much like to try one of these stews of yours, Adele. I'll be happy to make you one. Just don't ask me to put in that disgusting fish in it.
Silver salt? Ha! The noise you made when you finally saw one.
Please don't remind me.
I'll, try my best. Won't be that easy though. It was hilarious. Horton's diary. Truly the power of the asterisks knows no bound. My brother was a formidable warrior, and yet I was able to overcome him with ease, and barehanded no less. All I need do is concoct a story with him being kicked to death by a rampaging horse, and no one will be any the wiser. At last, nothing stands in my way of becoming Prime Minister. Now all that remains is to marry off that bothersome Princess Gloria to some suitable, compliant, and appropriate the Wind Crystal. The only potential fly in the ointment is her insufferable old chaperone, Sir Solon. Still, nothing the mercenaries I have engaged shan't be able to handle. If I lend them the asterisks Lord Adam gave me, they should make short work of him. It is a full plan. When it succeeds, and succeed it shall, all Halcyon will be mine! Vernon the Lionheart. Tell me a little about King Vernon, Gloria.
His Majesty, well, for one thing, he is a warrior of great skill, famed for his courage on the battlefield. There was a time a few years ago when a gang of bandits appeared in Halcyon. He took up his sword and then set straight out to face them himself, all 30 of them.
30? Whoa! That's what you look for in a lead. That's what you look for in a leader, hey! Someone who's unafraid to put their life on the line and lead from the front. I can just imagine it, you know. Old Vernon heading out to save his kingdom single-handed.
And I'll bet he'd do exactly the same if it happened again today. He's not a guy you want to mess with.
You can tell he's a bit handy, eh?
Oh, I can tell, alright. Call it mercenary's intuition. You learn to size people up quickly in this job.
Hey, it's just Sloan must have seen something in him too, eh? Guess you older types really can't sniff each other out.